Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Jordan Fremstead. You already pay taxes to keep schools open, teachers employed, and children learning, but after this fall, many Wisconsinites might be paying a lot more. The highest number of school districts in the past decade are seeking extra help through referenda on both the spring and November ballot, some for basic budget needs. The Verona School District is one of 9 in Dane County seeking more funding.
The last two-year budget cycle, we got $0 new per student. And that's the money most school districts use to budget for recurring expenses into the future.
Wheezy is talking about the budget passed by the state legislature, which cited millions in one-time federal COVID funds as a reason to not bump up school funding. State Superintendent Jill Underley called out the legislature on this issue last week in her State of Education speech.
If the legislature spent just 1/6 of the current taxpayer-funded budget surplus on schools, it could make such a difference.
For those that would like a breakdown of all of the Wisconsin districts going to referendum, we have a link to that list at News8000.com. When it comes to school safety, noticing the smallest things can make a big difference. Speak Up, Speak Out is a government program that takes confidential tips from anyone with concerns over school safety. On Monday, the program released information showing there is a 15% increase in tip submissions from last school year. Anyone who has a school violence-related tip can submit it on the program's website, app, or the tip line. Wisconsin's Attorney General Josh Call believes the responses have led to successful intervention in moments of crisis.
Students who engage in school violence often go on a pathway to that violence, and the earlier in the process we can intervene, the less likely it is that an incident's going to happen.
The report reveals that the highest percent of reports are ones of bullying at just over 26%. Threats of suicide are next, followed by reports of drugs, guns, and weapons.
Well, it sure is a nice cool start here to the early afternoon as we take a quick check now on your temperatures for the lunch hour. We're actually seeing readings into the 50s now compared to what we were earlier. It was much cooler. We're at 50 now in Eau Claire and 55 is the temperature in La Crosse. Taking a look now from City Cam 8 in downtown, you can see that almost crystal clear blue sky because there's a couple of clouds there, but overall pretty dry conditions to say the least. Satellite and radar picture matching up nicely from what we're seeing outside as well. You can see there are some clouds though just north of I-90 that are beginning to move towards the south. They could be spreading across portions of our central and eastern zones as we head later towards the afternoon. But for the most part, things should remain pretty sunny, to say the least, throughout the day. Temperatures warming up into the mid-50s between around 3 and 5 p.m. And then we got clear skies in the forecast this evening and also overnight tonight with temperatures thereafter dropping into the 40s, making it pretty comfortable, but also somewhat of a cool and crisp night, if you will, there, Jordan. But I'll be back with your weather forecast, plus an update on Hurricane Ian, too.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Derek. Well, the West Nile virus is spreading in Wisconsin. Sheboygan County confirmed the first human case in the state on Monday, and horses in both Monroe and Trumbull counties have tested positive for West Nile virus this month. Health officials say the public is at greater risk of contracting the virus. West Nile spreads through mosquito bites. Experts say 80% of infected people do not develop symptoms.
Most people are asymptomatic. What we do see is that people who are over the age of 60, if they are, one of the unfortunately lucky ones that do get infected, they could go on to develop severe illness.
Those who do become ill usually experience mild symptoms such as fever, headache, muscle ache, rash, and fatigue. To avoid the West Nile virus, wear long-sleeve clothing, and if you own a horse, vaccinate your animal, remove standing water, and only keep your horse outside at night. You can schedule some time to give back this week. Toma Health and Versity Blood Center are holding 2 blood drives tomorrow and Thursday at Toma's Recreation Park. Each drive will be from noon until 5. As a reminder, you must be at least 17 years old, in good health, and weigh at least 110 pounds. 16-year-olds can donate with parental consent. Health officials say September is a crucial time to donate due to busy schedules. You can register for your donation time online at tomahealth.org. Still to come here on News 8 Now at noon, local energy bills could increase by as much as $200. Xcel Energy says a nationwide surge is to blame. Our very own Rob Romano details how you could prepare for the expensive winter in just a few moments.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems in the Rochester and La Crosse area, and we'd love to show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
I'm Tori Schultz with News 8, and we are celebrating a month-long of National Hispanic Heritage Awareness, and I'm here with Jesus. Jesus is the Complex Health and Safety Manager here at Pilgrims. Jesus, how does Pilgrims embrace the Hispanic culture?
We do have like the Cinco de Mayo celebration. I think that that's something huge. Whenever they serve meals, they try to think about our whole population, and they try to include meals that include everybody. They did also start a program not too long ago where they're trying to get people to learn English and Spanish to be able to communicate a lot better. So I think that that also helps a lot bridge out that communication piece there. Also, the opportunities here are pretty fair with everybody. I have had a great career here with Pilgrims and had the opportunity to grow. As you can see, I've been here for 4 years, and I've been growing within the company, and that just also speaks well of how they treat us all fair.
I'm with Angie. She is an HR coordinator here at Pilgrims. And Angie, I'm wondering, generally speaking, how does Pilgrims differ from other businesses in respects to how they treat you with Hispanic heritage?
Pilgrims treat us differently because they provide equal opportunities for everyone. They are willing to invest training into us to see us at advance. We also have an open door policy, and they're always willing to help us, and I think team members truly appreciate that because they know we're always available and we're here to help them.
Natalie, what does Pilgrims offer to its Hispanic team members to make them know that this is a great place to start a career?
There's a lot of different resources that we offer. We offer bilingual trainers, supervisors. We have different type of ESL courses that they can take. We also offer everything that we have in English for better understanding the job, in Spanish as well.
After gas prices fell for an unprecedented 14 weeks straight nationally, the average U.S. gallon rose 1.4 cents in the past week. But here in Wisconsin, prices have seen a bigger rise. In Madison, prices went up 7 cents in just a day. According to AAA, Wisconsin is seeing the second largest week-long increase in the entire country. AAA expects oil supply to increase by early next week, if not sooner. Xcel Energy says your energy bills are expected to surge 23% this winter. The company says it is not price gouging. It is because of the cost of natural gas is at a 15-year high. News 8 Now's Rob Romano details how you can prepare for that added cost.
In the state of Wisconsin, Xcel Energy has about 225,000 customers. The company projects that from November to March, the energy bill of its average customer will rise more than 20%.
This 23% increase equates to about $200 more for those typical customers.
Spokesperson Chris Willett says the latest surge is on top of the price increase that customers experienced last winter.
It is on top of the double-digit increase that we had the year prior, where natural gas prices were escalating back in 2021.
Willett also says that Xcel Energy is not profiting from the increase in prices. She says the added costs are due to the higher price of natural gas nationwide.
Less than 1% of that increase is due to costs from Xcel Energy. So I think it's important for customers to know that we do not profit from the increase in natural gas. We do not mark that up.
Willett says there are ways to prepare for the higher heating costs that are expected this winter. She recommends getting furnaces inspected and getting furnace filters cleaned out before winter. She also says customers should contact Xcel Energy and ask about payment plans or energy assistance programs if they expect to have issues paying their bills. Vincent Grant moved into a new apartment 2 weeks ago after being homeless for about a year. He's concerned about paying higher heating costs after recently getting off the street.
It's ridiculous. It's too high. How we supposed to live? It's going to be real trouble because you're raising everything up, and then you try to get a one-bedroom apartment. That's like, what, $700 some dollars.
In La Crosse, Rob Romano, News 8 Now.
Everything is getting more expensive these days, and according to the Consumer Price Index, energy prices nationwide have risen at nearly 24% since August of 2021. With that in mind, we send you to break with a live look at the New York Stock Exchange, and stay with us. Medical news is next.
Is your gravel or dirt driveway migrating into your yard? Then it's time to call North Central Paving. Specializing in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installations, North Central Paving can handle all your asphalt needs. Call 608-781-4423 today to get your free estimate.
If you can hear this, you're losing energy. If you're losing energy, you're losing money. We can help. Contact River Valley Remodelers today. Our windows have been recognized as the most efficient of Energy Star 2022. They come in many styles and fade-resistant colors. Our design specialists can help you pick out the right style for your home. The best way to start your project is to contact us. For a limited time, buy 3 windows, get 1 free. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Meet Brad Paff. He never had a job outside of politics. Seriously, he hung around long enough to climb that political ladder. He'll never fix Washington. He won't even try. Me, I spent 26 years fighting for our country. I served as a Navy SEAL, and I know how to get things done. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message. Let's try something different. Let's change the people we're sending to D.C.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer WetJet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside. And it helps prevent streaks and haze. WetJet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
Is your gravel or dirt driveway migrating into your yard? Then it's time to call North Central Paving. Specializing in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installations, North Central Paving can handle all your asphalt needs. Call 608-781-4423 today to get your free estimate.
Loneliness accelerates aging, and which comorbidities are likely to produce the worst outcomes for COVID-19? Trinity Chavez has some of the day's top health stories.
New research published in Biology Methods and Protocols finds certain underlying conditions are much more likely to result in death from COVID-19. They include degenerative neurological diseases, dementia, and severe disabilities, conditions left out of conventional risk assessments because doctors don't associate them with respiratory injury or weakened immunity. Anxiety during pregnancy may lead to earlier childbirth. Researchers at UCLA found pregnancy-related anxiety in the 3rd trimester was most strongly associated with earlier births, but general anxiety in the 1st trimester also upped the risk. Study authors suggest doctors screen patients at those times. And mental health issues can speed up the aging process. That's according to American and Chinese scientists who found psychological factors like loneliness or being unhappy added more than 1.5 years to biological age and accelerated aging more than smoking. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Trinity Chavez, CBS News, New York.
We will send you to break with a live look through City Cam 8, our real first taste of fall air outside. Derek has our forecast coming up next.
Ron Johnson and China. Here's how it works. While in the Senate, Johnson made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. He invested in Chinese factories, and Johnson's family business got $50 million in loans from the Bank of China. Johnson pushed for shipping American jobs overseas while he got rich. Ron Johnson's out for himself, not us. S&P is responsible for the content of this ad.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Remodeling your kitchen or bath should not be a gamble where you go here and go there and everywhere to find all the necessary products, hoping you can then coordinate the carpenter, plumber, electrician, and flooring installation. A dream project can quickly become a nightmare. Here on Copeland Avenue, find the products, designers, and our own team of carpenters, plumber, electricians, and flooring installers to complete your project on time and on budget. One stop for worry-free remodeling experience, the Board Store.
Chart Industries. Who are we? We are your history. With over 70 years serving our city, our state, and our planet. We are your workforce, employing over 300 people with a stable income and rewarding careers. We are your community, proud to be part of the Cooley region, supporting the causes that matter to you. We are Chart Industries, building a better tomorrow together. Career opportunities available. chartindustries.com.
When we got pregnant with Lizzie, we were so excited. So when the complications started, it was really scary.
We never considered ending the pregnancy, but those are the kinds of decisions only a family can make. But Derek Van Orden wants the government to do it, banning all abortions, even when a woman's life is at risk.
I'm Betty.
I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Brad Paff. I approve this message because I'll never stop fighting for your right to choose.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by the Board Store. A new entry door is like a smile on the face of your home. As the only Pro Via Platinum dealer in the area, the Board Store can help you design the door that welcomes you home. Download the News 8000 First Alert Weather app from your app store today.
Well, it sure is a nice clear start to the afternoon. CityCam 8 only showing a couple of clouds out there, but you can see a beautiful blue sky here. 55 degrees with a north-northwest wind at 15 miles an hour, so a slight breeze to work with. Feeling a little bit chilly too, along with those temperatures, because you can see we're currently into the low to mid 50s all across the upper Midwest. As of right now here in the Cooley region, we're at 54 in Winona and 51 in Black River Falls, 52 degrees the temperature now in Viroqua. Forecast highs today, warming up just a tad here from the temperatures that we're feeling right now, so we'll call it the mid 50s here today. Expecting 60 though if you're in La Crosse by this afternoon. Got a couple of clouds though to the north beginning to work their way south, and this will begin to kind of encompass much of the area basically north of I-90 and around the Black River Falls area and pretty much our eastern counties. We'll be looking at the majority of the cloud cover today. The rest of us kind of looking mainly sunny around La Crosse at 3 o'clock, 56 degrees, and then 55 at 5 p.m. And then by 7, we're looking at clear skies, temperatures at around 50 degrees. We'll take you now into Sky Tracker. You can see those clouds here to the north moving south, a couple of light showers possible underneath some of those thicker clouds, and then clearing out here as we head into tonight. Now heading into the day tomorrow, we're going to get a pretty strong area of high pressure setting up, and that is going to cause, you can see that rotating clockwise wind flow of arrows. That's going to cause dry and sinking air, leading to plenty of sun. That's why you're not seeing any cloud cover here on the model, and we do expect that to at least continue through to tomorrow night as well. We will be on the west side of the system by Thursday. That's going to give us a south wind and help warm up our temperatures here quite a bit, at least into the low 70s by the end of the week. But for tonight, we're at 37, mostly clear and much colder. North-northeast winds at around 5 to 10. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, 61 degrees and cool. Winds are expected to remain light and variable though. Let's talk about the tropics real quick. Just want to give you a brief update here on Hurricane Ian. This thing is really cranking now. It's a Category 3 hurricane, well-defined system. There's the eye, just crossed Cuba, and because this area is so flat, it really didn't disrupt the inner core very much. That's why the system is still intact. Plenty of heavy rain bands now moving across the Florida Peninsula, moving north at 10. It's about 280 miles south-southwest of Sarasota, which is somewhere in here, but it's encompassed by all the heavy rain and cloud cover. We're looking at a projected path becoming a Category 4 as we head into this evening. Very powerful hurricane there, and the indications are that there could be a little bit of weakening. That's some good news here for our friends along the west coast of Florida, is that they will be dealing with a weakening system. 8 o'clock tomorrow, 125 mile per hour winds. Still a very strong and dangerous hurricane, unfortunately, before it begins to weaken to a Category 1 over central Florida, right over Disney World here, it looks like. And then after that, begins to weaken to a tropical storm, eventually a tropical depression by this weekend, while spreading lots of heavy rain across the southeast. So it's going to be a huge rainmaker as it continues to slow down. But luckily, no rain here for the Cooley region. We're going to be looking at mostly sunny, dry conditions, temperatures in the 60s Wednesday and Thursday, and then we warm up into the low 70s here, Jordan, as we head into this weekend and also into early next week.
And thinking about those people in Tampa Bay.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks a lot. Well, still to come, the last 2 baby barn owls were found in La Crosse. It was the first time a barn owl nest was discovered in Wisconsin in 20 years. Hear how they have been doing after the break.
benefits at Century Foods International are incredible. I have insurance, 401k, I'm looking at tuition assistance to help further my education. I don't think anybody in the area can match it.
Get ready for the Fall Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on October 8th and 9th. Parking and entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Fall Gift and Craft Show.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on Taco at Tuesday John's. Oh, whoops, Taco John's.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
I've been at Century Foods for 12 years, and the thing I like most about it is the advancement opportunity. This is a company that proudly promotes from within, and we're always looking for future leaders.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Our community, your station.
Welcome back. According to the DNR, a barn owl nest was found in Wisconsin for the first time in 2 decades last year, and it was right here in La Crosse. Sadly, a recent storm knocked the nest out of the tree, killing 1 baby barn owl and injuring 2 others. Hannah Borker checks in on how the surviving owls are recovering.
The founder of Reggie says barn owls aren't often found in Wisconsin because of the cold winters. They're more likely to be seen in southern states. These baby barn owls are a rare sight. They were found in a tree in a yard in La Crosse.
Everyone was very excited that they were there, the first nest in 20 years.
It's also been that long since the Raptor Education Group has cared for a wild barn owl. The babies came in weak and unable to eat on their own after a storm knocked down the tree they had been living in. So Reggie brought them in for some tender love and care from staff and their new foster mom.
We have a female barn owl. She's a European barn owl, but we put them with her so she could, take over and they wouldn't be as nervous and as upset.
On Monday, Reggie gave them a physical exam to see if they're ready to head off on their own.
Well, it was a really exciting day. This is the last day that they're going to be handled, and they're going to be released in the southern part of the state tomorrow.
On their wings, you can often see stress marks if they've gone through something traumatic, which can prevent them from flying. Luckily, they've received a clean bill of health on their feathers, eyes, hearts, and experts say they're the perfect weight. They'll be taken to the southern part of the state on Tuesday, where they'll stay 7 days so they can get accustomed to the sounds and the environment before they head back into the wild. The DNR says you can support the barn owl population by leaving up dead trees when it's safe, not using pesticides, and reporting observations. You can report those observations to either the DNR or Reggie. We have those links on our website, wsaw.com. Reporting in Antigo, Hannah Borker, News Channel 7.
And of course, those sightings of those birds are important, so the DNR can track any birds that you may find. We'll have a final look at your forecast coming up next.
Beat high fuel costs this winter with a Harmon pellet soap or insert package from Warming Trends. Order now and qualify for a 26% federal tax credit and receive a locked-in rate of $1.99 per ton on your pellets for 3 years. Stop into Warming Trends today.
Under Governor Evers, hard-working Wisconsin families are being left behind. We're paying more for food, gas, everything. And Tony Evers tried to make us pay even more, a 20% gas tax increase, doubling the tax on home heating bills. And while Evers puts the squeeze on us, He wanted to give taxpayer-funded benefits to people who refuse to work. He even opposes drug testing welfare recipients. Tony Evers is leaving hard-working Wisconsin families behind.
The guy behind me couldn't stop in time. Ran right into my bike.
I wanted to know what my case was really worth. I knew I had only one opportunity to get all the money I deserved. That's why I called Hupy and Abraham.
They got me way more than I expected.
If you were injured in a motorcycle accident, don't take a chance on your future. Put the experience and knowledge of Hupy and Abraham on your side.
They know motorcycle law. A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Call Hupy and Abraham and tell them you mean business.
Protecting your cargo is a must, because most times, it's more than just cargo. It's the memories, friendships, and adventures that are built with it. The late nights and early mornings. The races and renovations. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got what you need to get your cargo there safely. Secure your passion with 11% off Tow Smart, Smart Straps, and Cargo Smart products at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Beat high fuel costs this winter with the Vermont Castings Wood Stove from Warming Trends. Vermont Castings Wood Stove add warmth and style to function and convenience. Plus, they qualify for a 26% tax credit. Order yours today. Warming Trends, County Road Zion, Alaska. Explore the La Crosse region, just a road trip away.
Looking at mostly sunny weather conditions here over these next several days. Temperatures remain well into the 60s through at least Thursday before warming up into the 70s Friday through, let's see, Monday, maybe even to Tuesday of next week as well. So a bit of a warming trend there. Temperatures, low temperatures into the 40s and low 50s as well coming up soon.
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. And don't forget, you can keep up with the latest news of the day at news8000.com, as well as the free News 8 Now First Alert weather app, free for you to download. We'll see you right back here tonight at 5 o'clock. We hope you have a great day.